Here's a YouTube article on the Honda Civic X without any handling condition included. Honda Civic X, the 10th generation revolution. When the Honda Civic X made its debut in 2015, it wasn't just another generational update, it was a bold transformation that redefined Honda's compact car legacy. As the 10th generation of a model line stretching back to 1972, the Civic X took massive strides in design, performance, technology, and global appeal. Let's dive deep into how this generation made waves in the automotive world and why it still garners massive respect among enthusiasts and daily drivers alike. Design that broke the mold. Honda turned a new leaf with the Civic X's design. Gone were the conservative, boxy lines of earlier models. In their place came a low-slung, sporty fastback profile with aggressive styling cues. The front end featured sharp LED headlamps on higher trims, a bold grille, and wide intakes that made it look ready for the track right out of the dealership. The wheelbase was longer, and the stance was wider and lower than its predecessor, the Civic X. These proportions didn't just look good, they improved handling, ride comfort, and interior space. The coupe, sedan, and hatchback variants all carried a distinct personality while staying true to the Civic's identity. Platform shift. The global compact platform. The Civic X was the first Honda to ride on the global compact platform. This platform prioritized structural rigidity and lightweight design, both of which contributed to a safer, more efficient, and better handling vehicle. With 59% of the structure made from high-strength steel, the Civic X achieved impressive crash test results across the board. The suspension setup also changed. Honda reintroduced a multi-link rear suspension, a nod to earlier generations, which made a world of difference in ride quality and agility. The front McPherson strut system was optimized for better responsiveness. Engine lineup. A turbocharged era begins. One of the biggest leaps forward in the Civic X came under the hood. For the first time in Civic history, Honda offered a 1.5-liter turbocharged inline-4 engine as a mainstay in the lineup. This powerplant produced 174 to 180 horsepower depending on the trim and offered excellent low-end torque, improved fuel economy, and solid reliability. The base engine was a naturally aspirated 2.0-liter inline-4 with 158 horsepower, ideal for those who wanted simplicity and economy. Both engines were paired with either a 6-speed manual or a continuously variable transmission (CVT). The turbocharged variants, especially when mated to the manual transmission in the Sport or Hatchback Sport touring trims, earned a cult following for their fun-to-drive nature and tunability. It was the perfect balance between daily driving ease and performance capability. Interior, quality and tech step up. Inside, the Civic X was a significant upgrade from the previous generation. Honda revamped the dashboard design with a modern, horizontal layout. Materials were improved, fit and finish were tighter, and the center console provided smart storage solutions. The 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system came with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, although earlier versions had some software usability issues that Honda gradually addressed. Physical volume knobs were reintroduced after customer feedback. The digital driver's display was clean and futuristic. Higher trims like the Touring included advanced features such as dual-zone climate control, premium audio, navigation, and leather upholstery, features once reserved for larger, more expensive sedans. Safety. Honda Sensing for all. Honda made a bold move by making Honda Sensing standard or available on most trims. This suite of active safety technologies included adaptive cruise control (ACC), lane keeping assist system (LKAS), collision mitigation braking system (CMBS), road departure mitigation (RDM). These systems brought semi-autonomous driving elements to a mainstream compact car, setting new industry standards. The Civic X consistently earned top marks from IIHS and NHTSA, reassuring buyers of its safety credentials. Trim levels and global appeal. The Civic X was available in multiple trims across different markets, including LXDX, XT, XL. Sport Touring, C, Type R, hatchback only. Each trim served a different audience, from budget-conscious buyers to enthusiasts craving performance. The Civic C, available as a coupe or sedan, used a high-output 1.5L turbo engine tuned to 205 horsepower, a sport-tuned suspension, and a limited slip differential. The Type R, though technically part of the Civic X family, was a beast of its own. With 306 horsepower from a 2.0L turbocharged engine, aggressive aerodynamics, and track-ready handling, it became one of the most revered front-wheel drive cars ever produced. Global production and popularity. The Civic X was built in multiple countries including the US, Canada, the UK, and Thailand, depending on the variant. It was sold in over 170 countries, making it one of the most globalized Civic models to date. Honda used this generation to standardize the Civic across global markets. Whereas earlier versions had significant differences between American, European, and Asian models, the Civic X represented a unified design and performance philosophy. The Civic X in enthusiast culture. Few cars in the 2010s sparked such a wave of modification and tuning as the Civic X. The turbocharged platform was a godsend for tuners, with basic bolt-ons, EQ remaps, and upgraded turbos yielding significant power gains. The hatchback Sport Touring and C models became platforms for everything from JDM-inspired builds to track cars. The strong aftermarket community around the Civic meant that owners could personalize their cars with custom wheels, body kits, suspensions, and exhausts. Even outside performance mods, Civic X owners embraced the car's clean canvas for visual upgrades, such as wide-body kits, LED lighting setups, carbon fiber trim, custom interior upgrades. Legacy and conclusion. The Honda Civic X redefined what a compact car could be. It offered sporty looks, engaging performance, cutting-edge tech, and top-tier safety, all at a reasonable price. More importantly, it appealed to a wide audience: young drivers, families, enthusiasts, and commuters. With production ending in 2021 to make way for the Civic 11, the Civic X remains a high point in the Civic lineage, a car that brought turbo power, bold styling, and serious respect back to Honda's compact hero. For those who own one, the Civic X isn't just transportation, it's an expression of versatility, performance, and community. Whether bone stock or wildly modified, it has earned its place as a modern icon. If you'd like, I can now help generate a YouTube title, description, and hashtags for this article.